Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are here at the Mead Hall in Harwick, where I presume this guard is going to either tell us to leave or give us permission to speak with the Thane here. Hello?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
You seek an audience with the Thane? Well, I'll see what I can do for you, but he has not been in a sociable mood of late. Ooh. But I do get a bridle. I suppose a medium bridle. Well, if I'm going to use a medium steed, I guess that would be appropriate. And apparently nothing for the moment. I suppose I'll have to speak with him later. But I think it's time for me to speak with Horn, Nona, and company. I've found Horn, Nona, and Corridon, and I noticed that none of them have saddles. I admit that I'm going a little bit overboard with the decoration here. But none of those three are wearing saddles. You would think that Horn at least would be wearing saddles because he is from Rohan. Okay, I can understand Corridon because I know that at least Legolas didn't wear a saddle in The Lord of the Rings, so Corridon may be of the same temperament. So that's not all that unusual. I don't know about Dunlendings on whether or not they normally use saddles, but I think most cultures do, unless they are very into ultralight cavalry or something like that. Hello there, Nona. What do you think?
My people do not often fight from horseback.
Yes, my people don't often fight from horseback, so this has not been an easy adjustment for me. Still, would I rather fight on foot and let my enemies charge towards me at their peril? But I understand we have need for the speed of hooves if we're to find your friends, and for that I will put up with it. I hope I do not shame myself in front of our companions with my poor riding. Horn rides as he were born for the saddle, and Gordon has the natural grace of his people. I feel like an Aurochs up here. Yeah. Well, you think that's bad? You see, think about how Bingo's going to feel as soon as he gets onto a horse.
These steeds are of good breeding and should serve us well.
It is good of Aldor Harding to provide us with war steeds. When I was last in these lands, he was a man of short temper and did not believe the king was strong enough to protect Rohan for what threatens her. Yeah, I've heard that he's not feeling too sociable either. I cannot imagine he has changed, but it is good to see he's making Harwick ready for whatever may come. These steeds are of good breeding and should serve us well. Nona has not lived her life among horses, but still she has done well to pick up in the short order. War steeds are different from the horses she may have had occasion to ride in the past, and she's adjusted well enough. Gordon, too, is already at home on the back of his steed. We will make good time over the plains, all right? And you agree with that, Gordon?
The horses of Rohan are renowned for their loyalty, strength, and speed.
And it seems in my eyes that the steeds they have given us are no exception to this. If the steeds of the others are satisfactory as well, one of the men here requested our aid. Speak with Inston southeast of here, by the exit to Harwick. Alright, fine. I will speak with Inston and see what he wants. But we've got him. Oh, good, that's just for the lesson. Ah, is this Inston? No, this is Charleston. Well, let's see what he has to say. Hello there.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
A cheeky little boy from the Langhold boasted to me of his valor against the Salamanders troubling the town before it was seized. Now that you have a proper steed, I have a task for you if you wish. We have had reports of salamanders behaving strangely over the bogs where marsh flies have settled in. The salamanders once fed on the flies, but lately we have seen the flies taking over and salamanders acting unlike themselves. Will you destroy the crazed salamanders? They cannot be good for the health of the plains of Harwick. Alright, so kill salamanders. Well, I've killed salamanders in the past. And what else do you need?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
You're the stranger from Longhold, are you? A terrible shame about what happened to those poor folk. Harding has set them up outside of town in a little camp with some guards, but Chillin wants to tend to her husband's steed. I see she gave you the horse to you, though. The mounts of Rohan are magnificent, are they not? If you want to take him out on a ride, there are some treacherous marches not far from here. All the horses would rest better were you to kill those noisy pests. Also kill the sound source of the buzzing noise, which I presume are flies, since that's what the name of the quest implies. So we've got that. So let's go and kill some flies. Actually, but that's not Enston. Enston is down this way. So I would like to speak with him. Now, he said at the entrance. So I think he's at the third. There are 3 entrances into Harwick, which makes things really easy to figure out what they mean by when they say the entrance to Harwick. Actually, is this where the salamanders are? No, but there's a fly there. Not that it's a good idea to fight them mounted here, because if you fight them here, you're not going to be able to do it mounted. Not that I'm all that comfortable doing stuff mounted anyway. Of course, it's a completely different set of flies that you're supposed to be killing. Well, at least I tested out that hypothesis. Ah, here's Enston.
Floodwind has sent urgent messages calling for our aid.
All of us must band together if we're to survive the encroaching dangers, but there are so few of us fighting men available. And now, Floodwind has sent urgent messages calling for our aid. Monzig and most of his men are still away, investigating the east wall. If he were here, I know he would ride at once in defense of Floodwind, but he isn't. And can you ride your new war steeds of yours with any skill? Well, I'm being sent out on another mission to get that
If Floodwind
skill.
falls, Harwick could be next.
The road leaves Harwick and runs southeast until it reaches Floodwind. The land has become rockier and further south you go, so the steeds will need to be sure afoot to make it there safely. Stick to the road if you can. I do not know what threats are so worried the Raven Master of Floodwind, but it was grave enough for him to send 3 birds with a plea for help. He may have sent more. I do not know him personally. He could be excited by nature, or the keep of Floodwind could be in worse peril than ever before. Go with haste to help. Well, unfortunately, first I need to learn a little bit better on how to ride my steed. Then I'll do that. First, what I need to do is to find the source of the buzzing, I guess. And that's that way. How about we get a little practice against the boar first? Whee! And... I have these in the wrong order, don't I? Or... Okay, what they do, what they activate on the 3rd thing is probably just slightly not what I expected. Okie dokie. There you go. Your turn? Oh, you're down, right? You know, fighting a boar on horseback doesn't seem all that feasible in this game. It's probably easier just to kill the boar the straight old-fashioned way. Let's do a little comparison here. Now, saw how long it took on horseback. Now let's see how long it takes on foot. Yeah, much faster. Shows you how much more comfortable I am doing it that way. Now, I did level up with a XP pill my bridle, so it's not like it's a completely unleveled bridle, and I think I even equipped it. I know that would be a bit of a change there on actually remembering to do something. Yeah, see, I do have that equipped. All right, all nice and ready. Right now, let's go and take care of this crazed old salamander. We need to take care of several of them. 2. We need 10 salamanders, and I think there are some insects in this area also, from what I heard. Yes, right. I think the flies are... Well, they're to the north anyway, so I shouldn't have... And that's where the arrow is pointing in order to get to more salamanders. So I think that's a win-win situation. Unless you have to be a fly or a salad. I don't know. If I were that horse, I wouldn't be standing in salamander-infested waters like that. I just think it's not good for your health. I mean, really. I guess he's really thirsty and keeping an eye on the salamanders or something like that. I suppose that's always a possibility, but I still think it's not good for your health. Now, aha, there are the flies up ahead, right up there. Let's take care of a few of those. Aha, there is a marsh fly right here. The first of 10 that I need to kill for this quest. Now, you would think that you get the level, well, in this case 78, and still killing flies. Something that you meet all the way at the beginning down in... Oh... Archit, yes, right, Archit, yes. Yes, marsh flies, defeat wold marsh flies. Well, seeing that... Okay, that's right, I was supposed to find the source of the buzzing noise. So I must be getting close to doing that. If I have found the source of the noise, a large sicklefly nest. Okay, well, I assumed it was going to be related to sickleflies somehow. All right, let's get some reeds. Reeds! Yes, great steeds of the pride of Harwick, and these horses feed only on the finest of hay, grasses, and reeds. Really? I'd have thought that they would have fed on oats or some other grain. At least if they're war steeds. Let's get rid of that. We don't want any of those diseases around here sapping our power, because if we don't have any power, it's going to be hard to do anything. There you go. And now we could roll through these and everything. Okay, I could already talk to... Right. Alright, I could already talk to Stan on that one. So that quest is done. So I just have to collect reeds, kill flies, and kill salamanders. I think that's straightforward enough. Uh-oh. Cinder is in the area. Now the question is, should I attempt to fight Cinder or not? Well, there's Cinder. 77. Now, Cinder, I suppose, might be fightable on foot, considering how early you run to Cinder. At least if you're a warden. I can understand some classes may have trouble with that. But I suspect that if I attempted to do anything nasty, like fight them, yeah, fight them on the ground, I might do something crazy and run into every single mob that's in the area, which is the biggest problem I have with war steeds, is that the mob density is too high really for war steeding. You just can't make the mobs too rare though, so it's a juggling act that I've never been able to figure out just right what to do there. I need to reforge somebody. But I have a few more things yet to go. Oh, what is in my... This is my first War Steed package. What's in this? Medium armor, 8 foot up. Oh, it must be something I've already replaced. Alright, 30 marks. That's it. 30 marks. That's it. Oh well. The reforge is just for an old LI that hit 60, which means it's not going to be all that important if I go and reforge that anytime soon. But I believe now I have to discover the source of the strange behavior, which means that no, it's not just simply over. There's more to do. I was wondering whether or not this is the one that led to the discovery of the Draug, and yes, it is. I have discovered the Drawlung Hole. We can finish that. Alright. Defeat Draugr at the Drawlung Hole. And the Drawlug of the Dwalung Hole bear relics upon them that may be of interest to the people of Harwick. So defeat a Drogar and collect their relics, apparently. Okie dokie. Well, we've got a few here. I think I also have to go inside. So I think I could remove 2 of those quests safely enough. Good. So let's head inside. We collected 1 relic, but I think there are more inside. Oh yeah, this place. I'll just get him that way. I think it might be possible to get all the stuff outside, but that it might be a little bit faster to come into here and clear out this one since this has a relatively thick number of them. Now that might be different today, but at least originally, in order to get many of them quickly. Yes, White's 2.0, and of course, Draug. I presume it's the Anglo-Saxon name for these things, an Anglo-Saxon type undead, because they used, of course, a similar name for the undead in Skyrim. And it seems pretty likely that, picked from a common source, since they're both based on northern type, whether, I guess Rohirrim's are Anglo-Saxon based, and of course the Anglo-Saxons would have had some relationship with the Germanic legends. There you go. No, that's 10. So I just need 2 more. I forgot what goes on this way. I don't think I come into here too often. I think I usually have enough by the time I get through all this, or decide, okay, I can finish it up outside. It's weird that they get larger as you go along. I suppose I really should check this room out to see what's in here. Yeah, I guess I forgot how big this place is. I guess that could be the thing. Well, this is the complete Pineleaf, so it's good times any to actually explore this room. Oh, hold on. Now, is that just a trick of the light, or is that something unusual? Looks like a trick of the light, or at least of whatever thing that he was doing there. Looks like it's a good thing I stopped it, so back to all the stuff that's here. I guess there is nothing new here that I haven't seen before. So that means I can head out and... Well, anything left I gotta do? Harwick, everything says to go back to Harwick. I checked out those flies and brought back some reeds.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Ah, marsh reeds, thank you. These are the horse's favorite food. Supposedly, it tastes sweet to them. I've tried it, and I can assure you that it does not taste sweet to me. Ah, well, we don't have quite the right digestive systems for that, I guess. And also, I took care of the noisy flies.
What brings you to these lands?
You're very good to silence those noisemakers, Pineleaf. The horses would surely thank you if they could speak our tongue, but my thanks will have to do, right? And also, I killed flies,
What
yeah.
brings you to these lands?
Did you enjoy besting those flies with your new war steed? No, actually, I killed them from the ground. Well, riding these great mounts takes some getting used to, but they are strong. I would imagine those flies did not give you too much trouble, though they are a handful for a man on foot. I killed them on foot. Well, alright. Well, I think that's sort of defeated the purpose of the quest slightly. Oh, well. And I found the source of the corruption.
Our mission is dire.
Draugr walking in Dwelling Hole? Cannot be! That cave has been quiet for as long as I can remember. I used to play there as a boy. No creature save the living ever stirred in that tomb. I hope your valiant effort against the Draugr put a stop to the spread of their corruption. I shall record this in my next report to Harding, for he will need to keep a close watch on Dwelling Hole now. Yeah, I'm sure that'll make him happy. He hasn't been in a good mood of late from what I've heard. Oh, and finally I found these relics while in Dwelling Hole.
What brings you to these lands?
I do not recognize the symbols on the relics that you've collected from the Draugr. They almost look like to be of Dunlending quality, but I cannot tell for sure. Perhaps that tomb was from before the time of the Rohirrim. I will see that these are put into better hands than mine, for I'm useless with such matters, but thank you for bringing them to me. You are welcome. And, of course, he has more for me to do. What is it I need to do now? We'll find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.